Today I'm going to talk a little bit about the organization of your personal photographs and documents, the ways that we do things at the museum, and what you can do at home to organize your personal collections. These are some of the items that we use in the museum to preserve photos and documents, and you're able to order them just like we did from Gaylord Archival online. I just wanted to give some options of how you could store your photos in polyester sleeves. You want them all standing up to avoid bending, and ideally you'd have something in the box to keep it tightly standing. These sleeves are available in multiple sizes, and the way they work is most of the time they have this slide that you open, you put the photograph inside, and then you can close it back up. And here we have a box that holds some larger photos. It just goes to show that you have many options available for storing your photographs. And of course, I just happened to open the most interesting box of photos I possibly could have. This is from the Royal Danish Ministry for Foreign Affairs, and it says, "Freedom Fighters in Position Behind Barricade." So, all of these photos appear to be released by the press department in Denmark during the Nazi occupation during World War II. This box is another one of my favorites. It's a smaller size, but would allow you to separate specific collections of photographs, and then of course the large document box. These polyester sleeves aren't particularly expensive. There's something like $10 for a package of 50. But another inexpensive option is acid-free tissue paper, which you can put in between your photographs. So the first step is organizing your photographs. You can do this any way you like. I decided to do it by decade, and my mom helped me decide or figure out which ones were from each decade. So first you want to clear off a space to make sure that it is going to be a clean workspace for you and you aren't going to get anything on these photographs. When you have your photographs organized the way you want them, you're going to want to assign a photo ID number and get down a description of the people and places in the photograph. Ideally, instead of writing the description of who is in the photograph and where the photograph was taken and when, you wouldn't write it on the back, and especially not in pen. Now, this collection is coming to you as is, the way things come to us in the museum. You don't have to worry about changing them, but going forward, the best rule of thumb is to never do anything to a photograph that can't be reversed. So instead of writing on the back of your photograph, once you've given it an ID number, you can start an Excel sheet with photo ID, description, people, date, location. Those are basic items, and you can always add more if you want. So let's talk about storage. I have some of my photographs in manila envelopes. These are not ideal for long-term storage, but they'll work for the time being. I also have one of these accordion folders. That helps me keep everything separated and really helps me while I'm organizing everything. You may have some older albums in your care. If you feel like you can easily remove photographs without damaging them, that would be best, since these older papers were usually made with lignin in them. But as I said before, never do anything that can't be reversed. So if you're worried that you would damage your photos by taking them out, something you can do to help is put some of that acid-free tissue paper in between papers to preserve the photograph. You may also have some photos that have been adhered to what was known as magic photo paper. These items actually, the glue dried. And you can see I have to do some work to get these off of here. Something that I looked up and found that you can do to get these removed from this dry adhered glue is take some non-waxed dental floss and pull it behind the photo. Scout, what are you doing?